Hey guys, track one for level one is your chromatic scale etude. So you're getting all of the notes naturals and in between going up the scale. You're going to start at a medium volume and increase your airspeed and volume as you get higher to support the quality tone. Have a light articulation at the beginning of each note, and it's at 60 beats per minute. So here we go. Track two is your dance etude. It is in the key of concert B flat still. It is also in 6/8, so make sure you're thinking one lolly, two lolly, one lolly, two lolly. You'll hear the heavy and light beats as we go through it. Also, not all of the instruments have exactly the same notes. So you'll hear the rhythm in my song and yours is going to match mostly, but not exactly. Sometimes you might drop an octave or continue to go up different octaves, but the notes are pretty much the same. So this should be helpful. This is at a quarter note dotted quarter note equals 100. What I did is I set my metronome to 2/4 time, and then I added a triplet subdivision to make it 6/8. So it's 100 beats per quarter note, and this is what it sounds like. Track three is a lyrical song etude. There's a couple of things going on here. Number one, check your key signature. Notice that there are more flats than you're used to. 2 flats added on to whatever you've had before. So C instruments, you have A flat and D flat in addition to your B flat, E flat. C instruments or B flat instruments like clarinets and trumpets, you are now adding E flat and B flat. So make sure saxophones, you're going to add extra natural signs. So double check that key signature and make sure that it applies to the lower end and the upper end. Both octaves are going to change with your key signature. The other thing that this is about, you notice the long phrase shapes so that you want to connect with your air to connect from the beginning of the phrase to the end of the phrase without using your tongue. The other piece of it is using your air to shape the phrase, to give it a little growth and decay, having to do with volume, but also tone quality. If you look at this, you notice that they've written in many of the dynamic markings to support you with that. So you look at the first phrase, starts mezzo piano, then it crescendos up to forte, then it's going to decrescendo back down. So pay very good attention to those. And then finally, in the third bar from the end, you'll notice that you've got some staccato and tenuto markings. Everything else is that legato, smooth articulation under the phrase mark. So when they add that staccato, they really mean for you to add that in there. So pay attention to all those lyrical pieces and see if you can make this as beautiful as possible. This one is 72 beats per minute. So in 4/4 time, here we go. The last one for us to do is the rhythmic etude, and that is in 2/4 time, but we really need to be subdividing the 16th notes throughout to make sure that we have the counts going. So I am going to put this in the video twice. First, I'm just going to play it and let you listen to it. Then I'm going to play it, and over the top of that, I'm going to add me counting along with it so that we can have that together. So first, this is just me playing it through. It is in 2/4 time at 90 beats per minute. Now I'm going to play it again, but I'm also going to add some counts on top of it. So here goes that part. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, a one E and, two E and a one, two, a one lolly, two lolly, one, two, a one, a two, a one.